How to become psychic. Have you ever had this feeling that something negative would happen, and eventually it came to pass? Maybe you were overwhelmed with the feeling that your sibling was in danger and needed your assistance at that moment. And sooner than later, you learned that was such the case. Perhaps once in a while you get the feeling that a person you know is going to call you, and that does happen. Do you think these instances are of mere coincidences or happening by chance? What about a more powerful consciousness that connects people together? Could these feelings be called extrasensory perceptions or intuitive gifts? Not just a New Age thing. These experiences are subjects of serious research and investigation by increasing number of scientists in the areas of psychology and quantum theory, and not just a mere Renaissance concept. The idea that psychic ability is real has gained a lot of grounds and is continuing to do so. Scientists have found out that a majority of people possess this extraordinary ability to a certain extent. This ability can be compared to singing talent. While some people are naturally gifted with the ability to compose and sing a song, and practice makes them highly skilled, other people must learn and practice. However, almost everybody can learn to sing to a certain extent. This same philosophy is quite true for psychic abilities. Presented here is all you need to become psychic and develop your psychic abilities. Everybody can achieve this psychic ability. The three major psychic abilities. You may have all the sense in the three major psychic categories, or just one or even two, but with practice you can learn to develop all your senses. Nevertheless, one or two senses will be stronger and dominate the other ones. Clairvoyance. This is the ability to have an inner clear seeing. It is the most popular psychic ability, yet least understood. With this ability, a person can see non-physical dimensions, auras, surrounding strengths, as well as non-physical consciousness. Clairvoyance can also be referred to as psychic vision, psychic eye, or even the third eye. Clairvoyance can be likened to the imagination of watching a little movie inside your brain, though you may not have the dramatic psychic visions as can be seen in movies. Clairsentience. The ability to have clear feeling and receive intuitive messages through emotions, feelings, or even physical sensation is what clairsentience means. A form of clairsentience is feeling the emotions of others, otherwise called empathy. Other terms commonly related to clairsentience are empathy, spiritual and intuitive empathy. Clairsentience can be feeling the surrounding energies and non-physical sensations. The feeling of being exhausted, which eventually makes it difficult for you to watch a movie, is an example of clairsentience. Clairaudience. This takes place when one hears an activity or things happening at a long distance in non-physical dimensions or in the physical world without making use of the physical ears. But how possible is that? Clairaudience can be thought of as an inner hearing. For instance, you may hear that sudden, still, low voice inside you saying, "Move on," "Wait," "Don't move," and so forth. The ability to hear what other people cannot hear, such as sounds, music, as well as voices of spirit, is all clairaudience ability. Highly sensitive persons, such as a medium or psychic, experience it the most. There are other extrasensory perceptions in the list of psychic abilities, such as claircognizance, clear knowing, clairaudience, clear smelling, clairgustance, clear tasting. Easy psychic development exercises. The psychic development exercises laid out here would serve as stepping stones for expanding your potentials and abilities. The reason is they will strengthen your ability to become psychic. So, with practice and patience, increasing psychic ability can be possible. Psychic exercise for developing clairvoyance. Using simple visualization techniques is the best. Let's go. 1. Let a friend place 6 different kinds of items on a table. These items should be things you've never seen in the past. 2. Study those items for a few seconds and have your friend remove them from the table. 3. Imagine each item in your mind and where it was placed on the table. As you visualize these items in your mind, write down on a piece of paper as many items as you can recall. It would be better if you remember a lot of details. 4. As this exercise becomes simpler, challenge yourself by recalling more numbers of items in the same amount of time. Psychic exercise for developing clairsentience. The most effective way to increase this ability is to engage in psychometry. It's a great way to learn how to develop psychic abilities, and it comes through touch. These simple steps will be helpful. 1. Ask your friend to bring a few small items to practice with. The items should be small enough in order to be fitted into your hands. 2. An item like a thoroughly used key is quite good because it holds energy well. 3. Take a few deep breaths as you sit comfortably in a chair. Rub your hands together for a few minutes to generate enough energy. 4. Take the key in your hands and close your eyes. Relax yourself and begin to write down how your body feels. Now, did you feel, see, or hear anything? 5. Then write down everything you see, feel, or heard without filtering anything. 6. When you are done writing, ask your friend who gave you the items for feedback. Also, ask your friend to confirm and approve the things you saw, felt, or heard. Remember, the point of this exercise is to get you accustomed to sensing and receiving energetic impressions. Psychic exercise for developing clairaudience. So, what do you think is the best way to your clairaudience? Well, begin by listening. Also, try to know the various kinds of individual sounds within where you are. Here is how to get started right now. 1. Sitting and waiting at the doctor's office. While you are perusing through the newspaper headlines in the waiting room, you can listen to the sounds in the room as well as the office. Do you hear papers being shuffled or someone typing on the keyboard? 2. How about waiting for a friend in a cool dating venue? Can you use that time to practice learning how to become psychic? 3. Now listen. Do you hear cars driving by? Birds singing? Children laughing loudly? You can engage in this exercise whenever you have a few free moments. In no distant long, you'll see how strong your auditory strength will be. Conclusion. Practicing how to become psychic is fun-filled and stress-free. Putting so much pressure on yourself to master every sense immediately is not necessary. Practice with these exercises and work with the one that you find most interesting. As you learn to master this art, think of the ways how psychic ability can help you progress rapidly into your chosen field.